State of New York, that is a local
So you're saying the sheriff's
decision.
wrong?
I would say this, if it happened in a state prison, we have already turned over 1,300 people. And in
Sheriff in
fact,
Tompkins County,
I
a
want to say
Democrat or
this.
Republican, Governor?
There
Hochul?
have
You any
been
idea?
times, excuse
The
me,
sheriff in Thompson County, a Democrat or Republican?
excuse me, there have
No,
been
excuse
times
me, I
when-
ask the questions, you give the
Well, I'm
answers. Is he a
asking
Democrat or
for a
Republican? Do you
second.
know?
I'm asking for this moment to explain that I'm sometimes waiting
I'm
for
asking,
ICE
is he a
to come
Democrat
pick
or
up
Republican,
people.
and do you agree
I
with the
believe
actions
he's a
he took?
Democrat.
Do you agree with the actions he took? How about that question?
In a heated House hearing, Congressman Jim Jordan takes direct aim at New York Governor Kathy Hochul, exposing what he calls the dangerous failures of sanctuary policies. The focal point, a Mexican national with a violent criminal history, including a machete attack and multiple assaults, released by a New York county despite a federal detainer. This fiery exchange raises serious questions about immigration enforcement and public safety in sanctuary jurisdictions. Stay with us, it gets intense. Don't forget to subscribe to Capital Insights for more explosive political showdowns like this one.
Recognizes Mr. Jordan from Ohio.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Governor Hochul, third paragraph, second sentence in your written testimony, you said New York State cooperates with U.S. Immigration Customs Enforcement in criminal cases. Governor, who's Jesus Romero Hernandez?
Thank you. I want to reaffirm that we do cooperate in cases where
That wasn't the question. I just read your statement. I can read your statement. Who is Jesus Romero Hernandez?
I don't have the details on every
I'll
single
tell you.
person in a state of 20 million people.
I understand, but this guy's a citizen of Mexico, deported 7 times, came to your state, assaulted one of your residents with a machete, choked a police officer, then when he was in custody, assaulted a corrections officer. ICE finds out this guy is in your state's custody, and they send you a detainer. You're familiar with a detainer, right?
Yes, I am.
Notice of action, immigration detainer to Tompkins County Jail from Syracuse Immigrations and Customs Enforcement. Section 1, they check a couple boxes. The first one they check is a final order of removal against the alien has taken place. That means a court has said this guy needs to go. This machete-wielding, cop-choking, corrections officer assaulting guy needs to go. Then they also check another box and they say biometric confirmation of who this individual is, this alien's identity. So they got the right guy, and a court has said he needs to go. Any idea what Tompkins County Jail decided to do with that detainer order?
I will tell you this, the state of
it's a specific question.
Well, I'm
what
telling you-
did Tompkins County do?
the descriptions you have put forth are absolutely chilling and disturbing and
course they are.
reprehensible to all of us. My job is to
which
protect
is
the
why
people
I'm
of
asking
New
the
York.
question. What
And
did
this-
Tompkins County do?
What I have
I
responsibility for
will tell you,
are
since you're not going to
state
answer,
courts,
we
state
cannot
police.
and will not hold Mr. Hernandez.
Yeah.
We can't keep the machete guy who had choked a police officer and assaulted a corrections officer. We can't keep him. In fact, we have the back and forth from Tompkins County and ICE on January 28th of this year, 8:56 p.m. Tompkins County tells ICE, we're not going to hold this guy. 7 minutes later, ICE responds back, we will be there to take custody this evening. 24 minutes later, Thompson County reiterates, we're not going to have him. We're not going to turn him over. 10:45. ICE arrives at the jail. 1 hour and 18 minutes later, and guess what? Mr. Hernandez is not there. They couldn't wait 1 hour and 18 minutes for a guy who assaulted one of your residents with a machete, choked a police officer, and then when in custody, assaulted corrections officers. That is sanctuary policy in a nutshell, and that is what your state supports, and so do these other governors. That is what is so wrong, why the American people hate this concept.
You're conflating what the state of New York does is I control state police and prisons. We have turned over 1,300 people.
So you disagree with it?
We turn over 1,300
Did the sheriff make the
people.
wrong call?
Those are local policies that we would not have done in the state of New York. State of New York, that is
So
a
you're
local
saying the sheriff's
decision.
wrong?
I would say this, if it happened in a state prison, we have already turned over 1,300 people.
Sheriff
In
in
fact,
Tompkins County,
I
a
want to say
Democrat or
this.
Republican, Governor?
There
Hochul?
have
You any
been
idea?
times, excuse
The
me,
sheriff in Thompson County, a Democrat or
excuse
Republican?
me, there have
No,
been
excuse
times
me, I
when
ask the questions, you give the
Well, I'm
answers. Is he a
asking
Democrat or
for a
Republican? Do
second.
you know?
I'm asking for this moment to explain that I'm sometimes waiting
I'm
for
asking,
ICE
is he a
to come
Democrat
pick
or
up
Republican,
people.
and do you agree
I
with the
believe
actions
he's a
he
Democrat.
took? Do you agree with the actions he took? How about that question?
They are in conflict with what the state of New York would do.
Well, maybe they're scared. A court order and a detainer for a guy who did the things Mr. Hernandez did, and Tompkins County can't hold him an hour and 18 minutes, and you won't say that's wrong?
I have said we cooperate when there's a criminal case where someone has committed a
This is
crime. We
sanctuary
turn them
policy.
over.
This is sanctuary policy in a nutshell. You won't even
You're
condemn something that anyone
mischaracterizing.
with common sense knows is ridiculous.
Governor Hochul dodges Jordan's direct question about the release, emphasizing that state prisons and police cooperate with ICE, having turned over 1,300 individuals. But Jordan pushes harder, asking whether she agrees with the county's actions. Hochul concedes the person should have been held, distancing herself from the decision, yet stops short of directly condemning it. Jordan challenges Hochul's past remarks, calling counties that cooperate with ICE renegade. He suggests the Democratic sheriff of Tompkins County may have feared political backlash. He reads from the New York Times, highlighting Hochul's tone toward local officials. The implication? Local leaders are pressured into defying ICE to avoid being labeled disloyal to progressive policies. The most chilling part comes last. Jordan reveals Hernandez has since been rearrested, and is now considered such a threat that he's not even allowed out of his cell. Jordan blasts the decision to release him as irresponsible, saying it puts lives at risk and undermines trust in law enforcement. If you believe the public deserves the full truth, hit that subscribe button now for more no-holds-barred breakdowns.